Good morning, all my beautiful and bookish people. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this everyday natural makeup look using only drugstore items. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's been anticipated since I teased that this would be coming quite a while ago. I hope to be staying more consistent with my content now that I am home with everything that is going on. I hope everyone is staying safe and I hope everyone enjoys this video. So if you want to see how to get this look, keep on watching. So first off, I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in Universal Sheer. Now, I highly encourage everyone to use a primer before applying foundation. It will help your makeup last longer and help your foundation go on smoother. The kind of primer that you should use depends on your skin type. For me, I have oily skin, so I use the Poreless Putty Primer, which is a pore filling and blurring primer in my T-zone, where I get the most oily and have a tendency to have larger pores. If you have drier skin, obviously you would use a hydrating primer in order to help moisten the skin and keep the foundation from clinging to any dry patches. While I let the primer settle into my skin, I'm going to move on and work on my eyes. I already did my brows off camera, so if y'all would like to see a tutorial on how I do everyday brows, let me know in the comments down below. But for eyes, I am going to be doing something very, very simple since this is an everyday natural look, something you could wear around the house or out to do errands or to work. And to start off with, I'm going to prime the lids with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the shade 110 Fair. And I'm just going to take this and apply it all over the lid, and then blend it out with a concealer sponge. Next, I'm going to set that with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. If you can't tell, I love this powder. I have hit pan on it. So we're just going to take a flat brush and tap into it and set the eye. The concealer has been set. I'm going to take this little Maybelline eyeshadow quad in the shade Autumn Coppers and a kind of fluffy brush. This is from e.l.f. And I'm just going to dip into this base shade right here. It's just a very light pink. Tap off the excess, and I am just going to fluff this all over the lid and the crease. The final step for my natural everyday eye is, of course, mascara. Even though it is an everyday look, I think it is a must, especially for people like me who wear glasses. So for mascara today, I'm going to be using the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara. And voila! You can see the difference that it makes, especially the mascara. It opens up my eye. You can see a little bit of color there that still looks very natural, very simple, and then it's not going to take you a lot of time, but is going to give you a little bit of an effect for your everyday makeup routine. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I will see you guys in a second. At this point, your primer should have settled into your skin, and so we are going to move on to foundation. And today I'm going to be using the Covergirl CG Smoothers BB Cream in the shade Fair to Light. And I like to use this even though I'm oily, because it's very hydrating and very light coverage, easy to blend out, and perfect for your everyday makeup routine. And I just smear it all over the face and then take a blending brush. This one is from NYX, and just kind of start blending it out. Be sure to pull it back on the ears. Down on the neck. And back into the hairline as well. I also like to make sure to get around the eyes, especially in the center corner here, and anywhere that I could potentially miss because I did my eyes first. Like so. Making sure that it's not streaky, blending any of that out. Since this is very light coverage, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, again in the shade 110, and spot concealing any blemishes that I think need to be covered, or anywhere that I know is prone to get oily or red. And I'm going to blend that out with a concealer sponge. For my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade 160 Brightener. This is a very, very pink, peachy toned concealer, so you have to be careful with it. If you do not have peach undertones like I do, if you have more neutral or yellow undertones, I would recommend using the shade Neutralizer in this concealer. And then we're going to take the same concealer sponge and blend it out. Because I have peachy undertones, I like to take a little bit of the excess and pull it down in the very classic concealer triangle shape, and it helps to brighten my cheeks, which are very, very naturally pink, so it blends in very nicely with my natural skin tone. Once I am done blending it out, I am going to set it with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder again. And I'm going to set anywhere that I applied the concealer with this powder, as well as anywhere that I know that I tend to get oily. So for example, the sides of my nose, my forehead, where I also applied concealer, and my chin. I find that the combination of this powder and the Covergirl BB cream actually works really well for my skin type, which is definitely on the more oily side, because I am able to use the matte powder to help prevent too much shine, but I am also able to keep the hydration in my skin and prevent me from looking overly dry or cakey. So that can often happen when you combine a powder like this with a mattifying foundation. To set the rest of the face, I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush in the same powder and fluff it over the rest of the face. For the rest of the face, I am going to be using this Maybelline Master Contour Palette. It has a contour shade, a blush, and a highlighter. On an everyday basis, I don't contour or use bronzer because I am a very, very naturally pale person, and I have a hard time finding contour shades or bronzers that match my skin tone well enough, that blend well with my peachy undertones. And so if it's not the right shade, or if it doesn't blend just right, it nobody will believe that I actually saw any sun, because I am introverted and stay inside and never see any sun, barely ever. So anyway, we're going to be taking this blush shade on a Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to tap into it and just apply a little bit of blush more towards the center of my cheek, towards the apple, in circular motions like so. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. And I don't need to apply a lot because the concealer, when it blended out and down, already helped add to the peachiness of my face. I'm going to take the fluffy brush that we used to set the face and just kind of blend it out a little bit more, make it look a little more natural. And even take the powder if necessary. This is a good trick to use if you overdo your blush or your contour, or you need to tone down your highlight. Just take a little bit more of whatever setting powder you used and a fluffy brush to just kind of blend out and over. Finally, I'm going to take a fan brush and dip into the highlight shade and apply this to the high points of my cheek. This is a good highlight shade for an everyday kind of look. With that, we are done with the face. The only thing we have left to do is apply something to the lips, and for everyday use, I like to use just a little bit of lip gloss. That is my preference. If you are someone who would rather add a little bit of lipstick to this look to make it a little more sophisticated, that is completely up to you. But for my preference, when I'm going to work, I like to wear lip gloss. So for lip gloss today, I'm going to be using this LA Colors lip gloss. This came in a 2-pack, a clear one and a pink one. I like to use the clear one for an everyday kind of gloss. There you have it, the long-awaited everyday drugstore makeup tutorial. I'm going to pop on my glasses so you all can see. Even though it's not a ton of makeup, it's very simple, very easy, something that you can just pop on and get out the door. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions or anything else you'd like to see as far as makeup goes, leave it down in the comments below. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.